I have a confession to make. Last unboxing, I lied to you. I said it would be the last big unboxing that we were likely to do on this channel. I was wrong. We have managed to do one last sneaky squirrel order with the European Mint, and it's a big one, 45 kilos. So let's get it unpackaged and see what we have managed to get into the UK before the Brexit deadline. Everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining us for what is genuinely the last unboxing from the European Mint, certainly for the foreseeable future, with Brexit happening. And I kind of hoped that by the time we'd done this secret squirrel order that we would have kind of an outcome of Brexit and we would know where things are going to be in the not too distant future. But even this weekend, with only 18 days left to go until the deadline, sorry, not even the deadline, until the transition period ends, we don't know whether or not there's going to be a deal, whether there's going to be a trade deal, most importantly, which allows us to continue to have access to free movement of goods, and of course that means buying some advantage price silver. Now, if you are new to the channel or new to watching this unboxing video, which is hopefully going to be a pretty monstrous pile of silver, I know there's going to be a lot to get through, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we are marching ever closer to 30,000 subscribers. And if you like this video, if you like me talking about big boxes of silver and buying big boxes of silver, then there's a good chance that you will like the other content, which we do. Oh, this is not light to move around, let me tell you. So yeah, there's a good chance you'll enjoy our other content. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing a 30,000 subscriber giveaway when we get to it at probably the new year at the rate that it's going. But if we get a big influx and we get it before the end of 2020, that would be an incredible kind of New Year's gift, a great way to round out the pretty horrible year that we've seen of 2020. Now, I mentioned at the start of this video about Brexit, and I have talked about Brexit so many times doing unboxing videos. But it is the elephant in the room, and I do want to address it very quickly again here by saying that whilst these group orders might be coming to an end for now, the European Mint, I know, are currently working on different methods by which they can still trade and do business with the UK, because the UK customers form a pretty big market for most European bullion dealers. And it is important for them, obviously, to think about the future. Now, I've worked with the European Mint doing these unboxings. I've even been over there and done some filming with them for, gosh, nearly 3 and a bit years now. And I know that they are very serious about trying to keep the access of decent price silver for people and for investors post-Brexit. And they are in the process of having, got some casting grain in that bucket, we're at bucket level membership. I know they're in the process of redoing their website. I don't know exactly when the go live date will be for that, but for those who have not discovered the European Mint's website, it's a little old fashioned, a little clunky to use, so there will be a rebranded website. And in addition to that, we've been talking with them about the storage option. And one thing that we can all kind of, I think, agree on, certainly for us in the UK, for those of you in the US, this is really quite an interesting topic because, you know, sales taxes, import duties and things like that, free trade agreements, they're really, really important. And for us in the UK to lose that from Europe is going to be a pretty big blow. And if there is no deal, if there is a situation where, you know, there's just nothing in place and we have to have import taxes on anything we bring in outside of the UK, it's going to kill silver for people in the short term. And gold is going to take up that mantle for me. But I personally cannot see a world where the UK doesn't have some kind of trade agreement with the US. There is just no way in this world that would happen. Not the US, the EU, beg your pardon. The UK and the EU are so close, such close-knit trading partners, that it would be stupid not to have a trade deal. So I do think at some point a trade deal will happen, and we will see whether it's free movement of goods or very, very low tariffs and import duties on those goods, or even whether it's like the current system where if you pay taxes, VAT, sales taxes on a certain good in a certain country, you don't have to pay it when it's imported to the UK. That would be the exact same situation we're in now. And I think that that's going to happen at some point in 2021 if it doesn't happen before the end of the year. So there's this period I can foresee where there is still the inability to import silver into the UK, but there's still the ability to buy it at a decent price from companies like the European Mint and many others in Europe as well, and have it stored, ready for a rainy day, ready to go forward into the 2021 year when it's the right time to get it dispatched. So I think there's going to be quite an appetite for that, and I've been talking with the European Mint about this. Now, this is all very, very, very much in the sort of early stages, and I have been very critical of storage solution silver in the past. I, in fact, made a video talking all about why I personally do not think that storage solutions for silver is a good idea as a stacker. However, I have also been thinking about what I would want as a silver buyer. And if there was a situation where I could see myself and know for a fact that it's there, and you hear a lot of these top line claims from big bullion vault companies saying things like, you can inspect your vaults any time, it's all guaranteed in our vaults in Switzerland and it's audited, blah, 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 blah. But it truly really isn't. I mean, let's be honest, like nobody's going to, certainly in this coronavirus world, nobody's going to physically go to Switzerland and inspect vaults. And even if you theoretically could, I mean, I have never heard of a private individual, private investor going and inspecting these big vaulting companies. You know, it's all done through, sort of auditing, things like that. And you kind of hope that the auditing, the auditors are all above board, but there's just always this minute part of me that goes, no, I mean, it's a lot of headline stuff. But places like the European Mint, they're not a vaulting company, primarily. They offer storage solutions, but they're not a vaulting company. And for the European Mint to potentially offer storage solutions for people to actually physically see their stuff, you know, you can still travel to Estonia, you can go and collect your stuff. Or even just to have, like, you know, almost like a social media profile for your stack with them. You can see your little vault. You can almost see it live if you want, or they can take a photograph of your box and send it to you. You know, every item that you purchase is physically taken from their stores, put in a little box on a shelf somewhere, and you know that's Joe Bloggs' silver stack with the European Mint. And when a deal is done and things can be imported into the UK, you can do that. And we've definitely been talking, I've been talking with the European Mint about that, and I know they're really keen on that kind of idea, and they've got these grand plans one day to have this, you know, vaulted system with literally individual kind of webcams set up on your vault, because they rightly said, you know, that of course trust is going to be the most important thing for anybody that is looking to do anything with a vaulted company. And whilst it might be fantastic to have the ability to have photographs of your little box there, the naysayers and the people who are, you know, really, you know, conspiracy theory kind of driven people would say, well, the European Mint just moves silver around and they don't have it all in stock. And I've said so many times to the European Mint that if you ever were to do storage solution like that, it has to be ready to go for every single person to withdraw all of their silver at one time, because you know that's the hallmark of what you're offering, is essentially a opportunity for everybody to get their silver when things are ready to go. And if you fiddle the books, or if you don't have enough stuff, which I mean I'm not making any accusations on specific companies, but a lot of the big bullion vaulting companies make these grand claims that you own all your silver and gold in their vaults, and you know, blah blah blah, you can cash out any time. But I mean, I've seen some pretty horrible, scary stories of bullion vault websites going down at very critical moments in markets when price fluctuations move, or you know, the ability to just cash your investment out suddenly is not quite so practical as you thought. There's taxes to pay, things like that. It's just not practical, and that for me is like the biggest thing. I think it has to be done right. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not generally a fan of kind of vaulting storage solutions, but when it comes to this next year, 2021, I'd be very intrigued to know whether or not there'd be an appetite for a kind of storage solution with somewhere like the European Mint, such that you can have that, still buy the silver at the good prices that we're all hoping that we can get over this next year before perhaps the world goes even more crazy and financial implications start kicking in and inflation starts happening. I hope that we can actually get still some decent price silver, because it is still, in my mind, representing a pretty good price point right now. But of course, implementing taxes on it, paying taxes on it in the UK, VAT, it just makes it a lot less competitive from my perspective. So I'd be intrigued to find out what you guys in the UK think about that, and even perhaps people in the US, do you vault silver, and do you vault it with an idea that when you've got enough you can save on postage and have it all shipped to you at a decent price? There is a box that keeps on giving. There's still a bunch of little parcels in there. So yeah, that's my general kind of thinking about going forwards into 2021. And interestingly, the European Mint did say to me that I would be more than welcome to come over and almost sort of be that auditor, that verification tool for anybody that was, vaulting silver in that way, and even potentially like being the one that helps and organise the deliveries of it. The group orders could come back in that sense in 2021 to save on shipping, because even if you are vaulting larger bits of silver in these sort of companies, it's still expensive to ship everything out to the UK. So lots to think about, I think, and I think we have now managed to get everything out the box. Just getting all the last really brown paper out. So yes, there we go. That box is empty. Right, let's have another quick look at what we've got here. So for those who are still watching, what are we in? 11, 12 minutes into this ramble festival of silvery goodness, as I like to call it sometimes. We've got pretty much a very limited number of different types of things here in this order, which is essentially because we wanted it to be as fast as turnaround as possible to ensure that it got here before any kind of delays kicked in for Brexit or coronavirus interruptions of transit and things like that. So the vast majority of this stuff is going to be Queen's Beasts 2 ounce, 1 ounce silver. So we've got some tubes of Queen's Beasties in here. Also the 2021 Britannias, we've seen a bunch of tubes here of them. There's one outside of its tube. Really, really nice coin. Love the 2021 Britannia. Some 10 ounces here. A few maples, actually I'm not quite sure what's in that one. No, it's just Britannias still. So they just put some people's orders in different tubes. A few kangaroos, I know those are going to be in there. And then I have, for the last time, for now anyway, managed to pick up some casting grain. In fact, this is going to be very difficult to get into, so I'm just going to do it caveman style. Destruction, power. Let's get inside so we can see the casting grain. There we go. So that's the unboxing. Lots of very cool silver there, and I just want to finish up this video with a bit of a heartfelt thanks to the European Mint, first of all, because they have worked with us so well over certainly this year, but over the last 3 years. This year even more so because of the craziness that we've all experienced. But the European Mint have gone above and beyond as a business, as a dealer, to accommodate these orders, these group orders, which has fueled huge growth on our channel, which has fueled fantastic content for you guys to watch. And without that coordination, without that help, without that ability to be flexible, this kind of thing wouldn't be possible for so many people to get decent price silver, save some money on shipping, and help our channel out at the same time. So I do want to put a huge heartfelt thank you in here to the European Mint, and to say that I genuinely hope that we can continue doing things like this, whether it be through the storage solution that I was talking about there, or whether it be down the line when we've got trade agreements in place and we can start up getting good price silver through again. I really do hope so, because it is quite sad to think that certainly for the next few months we're not going to have any kind of big unboxings like this. It's one of these things that I sort of dread and love at the same time. The amount of work that we do in these is a lot, to say the least, and it's really quite cathartic at the same time. I always get a little bit of a heart race going when this big box arrives. It's so special to be able to unbox all of this silver and to see everything come together and to get people's orders out, and everything is really very, very cool indeed. Go through the lid here. I want to get this last big bucket open. And in terms of the Brexit stuff and the Brexit deadline and how that's going to affect the backyard bullion poured silver, this is now, I'm targeting, what we're at, minute 16. I'm really targeting the BYB ramblers here. For those of you who really do like to watch to the end of my videos. For those of you who are thinking and wondering, or even are concerned about the backyard bullion poured silver side of things and Brexit and the ability to obviously continue with post-Brexit VAT and stuff, as you can see, we've got a large bucket of shot here. So it's so much unknown happening at the moment with regards Brexit and the world generally, that certainly for the next couple of months we'll be just fine. We're just going to continue on business as usual. You won't see January the 1st, huge 20% hike in prices, because we've already got the raw material for the first part of next year. But of course, if there are things to think about in terms of raw material prices going up, we will look at that at some point down the line and see what solutions are potentially available. But yeah, that is where we are. Don't worry about the Backyard Bullion brand. Don't worry about our channel. We're not going anywhere. We love doing what we do, especially so as we're about to hit 30,000 subscribers, and that will be a milestone to celebrate. Most certainly we're going to be doing a big giveaway. If we can get there before the end of the year, end of 2020, it's going to be an even bigger giveaway than I would normally do. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've not already done so. If you've enjoyed this video and this ramble, then please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And a big thank you once again to everybody involved in these group orders, and to you guys who watch as well to the end, the BYB Rambling Society. Whether you're a paid joined member and you get access to all of the different perks, or whether you just simply enjoy listening to me waffle on and ramble and throw silver all around the table like this, thank you. I really do appreciate your very, very kind support. So anyway, that is it from me. A big thank you to you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.